My name is Ashley. When I moved from Barbados at the age of 8, my family and I moved to Lambeth and been there since up until I was 24. I've thought about the question of what identity means to me, and before I don't think I really had a good sense of what that was, and now I've realised how significant it is and how I navigate my life. It's become a really forefront thing for me right now. I think my identity and how people perceive me and how I navigate spaces is a really significant day-to-day occurrence for me. I find going into certain places that are, let's say, more heteronormative quite triggering. It's because I expect people to react a certain way to how I look, to how I act, to how I dress especially. Being a black female and knowing that I'm a black female, but also being a lesbian and being male presenting, it causes trauma for me in my head. But then also being in spaces and having that anxiety ready for someone to say something negative. Work as well, because there's not a lot of people who look like me. But now I think I'm more comfortable with who I am and accepting who I am. So it's just something that I just go about and just, you take me or you don't really. I think representation for me has become more important in the sense that I want to be someone that younger people may see and realize that we do exist. Growing up, I didn't see anyone who looked like me. I didn't see any black lesbians who are male presenting in where I grew up or where I worked. And now it's just become really, really important for me. I think to create an inclusive society, people have to want to do that, not just the charities, but just us on our day-to-day lives. If you see someone being, I don't know, abused in some way, verbally or physically because of how they look, step in. I think we in a society, we're kind of very focused on what we're doing and not really aware of all the stresses and problems other people may be facing. I think it has to come from just each individual in themselves, really. I think safe spaces for LGBT people are very, very important. When we go about our daily lives, and I guess I can't speak for everyone, but for myself, I don't tend to feel safe sometimes going into certain areas and being around certain people. So finding those spaces for me has been just amazing and incredible, and going to talks or even going to a club night where you look around and you can hear music that you love with people who look like you. It's just, it makes you feel like you belong, and it's okay to just be you. I love that I'm still trying to become the person that I really want to be. I haven't given up because of what's happened. I haven't said, okay, society doesn't accept me and I should just leave it like that. So I think, yeah, I'm a fighter. I think it's important in the sense that we have a time in the calendar that we can feel celebrated, and, you know, shops put up the rainbow flag and everything. But personally for me, I think just like Black History Month, I don't know why we're restricted to just this month, that we're okay to be who we are. Like I said, I can't speak for other people, and people might have more significance for it, but for me I just feel it should be something kind of, should be the LGBT year and whatever, you know. I think one thing I'd like to add, maybe to tell people, is that there is someone in your family or your community who probably is of the LGBT community, and when you talk and what you say, even if they don't respond, they are listening, and it can have a negative impact on them. But at the same time, just being more open-minded and realizing that this isn't for just one kind of race or one kind of people. Everyone and every community has people just like us, and it's okay to be that way.